Okay, here we are. Scalper versus Scalper, take two. So we tried this last week. Didn't go so well because Connor slept in, unfortunately. We've got him back here this week, so we're looking forward to having a proper go at this new concept which you're about to learn about in a second. So first of all, chaps, welcome to the show. So we got Connor Skeet over there in London. So Connor, welcome to Trading Nut. Welcome to Scalper versus Scalper. How are things over there in London?
Yeah, it's going well. Everything's good. Yeah, can't wait.
Cool. And Matthew, welcome back. You're back here on the show a week later. How are things over there in Ireland? Oh, you're on mute, mate.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, everything's good. It's all quiet, you see, with the lockdown and stuff, so there's not much going on.
Okay, guys, in the chat, can you just quickly let us know that you can hear us? So a bit of a yes in the chat if you're watching, just to hear us. You guys over there on Instagram, I want to see you over there on the Trading Nut either website or you'll find the links to the YouTube. But we'll see you over there in the YouTube and you can watch this whole live stream. So we're going to end that there and we're just about to get into it. Do I want to wait another hour before I restart my machine? Yes, we do. Can we get a yes in the chat? Great. Thank you. Breaking binary. Yes. Brilliant. Okay, guys. Right, let's get on to it. So I'm going to do the quick prezzo. It's a bit different from the trader versus trader if you've seen that before. So we've got Matthew here. We've got Connor here. This is how it works. It's 1.5 hours approx. So we'll finish this in about an hour and a half from the start time. So I'll put a timer on. It's gain as much R in any amount of trades as you can. Okay. The next rule is winner advances to semi-finals, so it's a pretty quick competition here. And you can follow the live scores here at tradingnut.com. Live streams, I haven't updated the page yet. I'll update that now when these guys get going, so you guys can follow along with the live scores. We'll put it trade by trade and record them there over the hour and a half. And yeah, you got to refresh the page to see the latest results on that URL. I also put the URL at the top of the chat so you guys can check it out as well there. Now, this is a format. As I mentioned, we go to the semi-finals after this. So this is round one. We're going to have 4 of these. This is the trader versus trader, which we've now completed. We're now doing scalper versus scalper. And we're going to go, and actually, sorry, we've got a couple of guys from this who are going to take part in the scalper versus scalper. We have got the winner, Jacob, who said he's happy to take part. We've also got Geraldo from South Africa who's happy to take part as well. So we should see those guys back here in Scalper versus Scalper. Now, the winner, if you win the overall knockout competition, you're going to get my sponsor, City Traders Imperium, have put up a £400 Forex funded account. So the evaluation account side is $12,500 US, and you get a $50,000 Forex funded account if you pass the evaluation. So that's valued at £400. The overall winner of the competition gets that. But today, for the guys that give their explanations here, Connor and Matthew, you guys have got a chance to win my Robot Builders Club membership. So this is my sort of penultimate course where I teach people how to build trading robots. If you guys can give really good explanations of what you're doing when you've got a trade and you've got your screen share on, then, you know, as much education as you can. Then you're going to, if you get voted at the end of the show, if you get voted as the person that's given the best explanation, and usually going by the audience that I've had in the past, you need to probably actually get a lot of R as well. If they give you enough votes, then you're going to get access to my Robot Builders Club where I teach you how to build trading robots like I do. So, guys, that's the format today. The rules, okay, yeah. That you can move your stop loss. Traders can move their stop loss, but the further stop loss placement will be used to calculate the overall R of the trade. You can scale out of trades in any manner you want. Okay, and I've got a tool here that can calculate that and work out your overall R. Commission and spread is ignored when calculating R, and rankings are based on overall R gain. Oh, actually, I need to delete that one. That's from the old challenge. Ignore that. Open trades at the sound of the end buzzer will be calculated as closed trades and added to the trader's score at the end. Okay, so that's the rules, guys. Okay, yeah, this is the second one. I think these rules are pretty solid, but if there's anything obvious, then we might pop another rule in here. And folks, coming up later on this week, on Thursday, my time, I don't know where you'll be in the rest of the world, but Wednesday, Thursday, we've got Daniel Caluzzi doing the Trading View Replay Challenge live here on the Trading Nut Podcast YouTube channel. So, guys, check that out. Now, to start off with, guys, who's got something lined up there that you want to share your screen out of both of you?
I actually haven't
think
looked since you've been.
I think we're both looking at the same pair here at the minute, actually.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Do you want to share your screen there, Connor? Because you're, I'm just going to stop my share. You're the one that guys haven't seen on the show yet. So Matthew was here last week, so they got to really have a sort of quick look at him then. So do you want to share your screen, and we'll have a look at your chart and see what you've mapped out there. So guys in the audience, welcome to the Scalper versus Scalper. It seemed like people were quite interested in this in the last time that we did it, so I'm excited to see like how people sort of like this going forward. Now, if you've got questions for these guys, they can't see the chat, but let me know in the chat and I'll read it out to them and we can find out some information. So especially like, you know, what are you thinking now around this GJ position, Connor?
I feel like it's still got a bit of pushing to do. I reckon it's going to at least come back up to the EMA and then maybe continue down, make a sort of a higher low, a lower high, and maybe continue down and push, I reckon, through to around 36 100.
Cool. And what about it? Are you seeing the same thing, Matthew?
I'm actually in a GJ trade at the minute, just not including what this challenge is all about, but
yeah.
My take profit is down at 136 135.44. So it's,
can I enter a position straight away, or
yeah,
can I enter from where it's roughly at? Actually, I want to see one more minute. Give it to this minute to end, and if it does at least push away from this area, then I will go for the entry.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to go and update these pages on the site. So guys, I'm just going to mute myself for a second here while I do that, so I'm not tapping away at the keyboard. Let's see what happens here. Just let me know if you're going to enter.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, what's going on here? Because the two of us are looking at GJ. Like it's at a good level for me now to jump in on a short.
Yeah, it's left the area I wanted to go at. Well,
I'm going to share my screen there if that's all right.
I've stopped the share, so you should be all right to your screen on now, Matthew.
So if you look at it from my hourly time frame, you can't really see what's going on there. But if you look at it from my hourly time frame, the zone I have marked out here is, we see lots of rejections here to the upside last week, kind of the last few days. So if we go down to the 15-minute, kind of see, and it broke through. Then the previous 15-minute candle rejected against it. Now the wick of this 15-minute candle is after rejecting off it as well. So if I jump in a short from here, just go right there.
yeah, by looking at that, I reckon on my 1 minute time frame, mine's going to come back one more time. Yeah, it is now. If it does come back, I'm going to take a short as well, which it has come back, and it's rejecting.
All right, I'm going to jump in a short position here.
Okay. Why is this not letting me do an extra line? Oh, you're kidding me.
I'm just going to give it another second to play out.
Okay. I'm just literally trying to update this table, and it's not letting me add a second row for it's. This thing is weird. Okay. Let me try the different way.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to jump in a short position right now. So a 6
Yeah,
pip
just
stop loss, and should we just even go to there, which is a 3-to-1 risk to reward.
can I jump in as well at the same time?
Yep. Just yeah.
Can I? It's because it's on the 1 minute. It's dropping every second. So can I give you an entry point or?
I'm going to stop share. If you want to share your screen, you can do that now. And just show us where you're entering.
So if it rejects one more time off this, I'm gonna go for the entry. All right, I'm gonna enter here.
Now?
Yeah, now.
Okay, so that's locked in.
And I'm gonna keep my stop loss there. Yeah.
So if one of us gets stopped out, we're both getting stopped out.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like on the 15-minute you've got. And then also I'm gonna look at GU as well at the same time while I'm waiting, because on the 1 minute, hopefully we can get some sort of double top formed here. And then if it does create this double top, then I'll be looking for a retracement at least back down to maybe this level here again. Because overall, what time frame are we allowed to go to? What's the highest?
Any time frame, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which time frame you go to. It's up to you guys, really.
Because it is rejecting the email on the 4 hour, so at least on the 1 minute, I'd expect it just to push one more time and then maybe can, or even break and retest and continue upwards.
Sorry, guys. I'm just concentrating here, trying to get this, trying to get these scores up. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I've been stopped out.
You've been stopped out? Okay.
Yeah.
And you're still in, Matthew?
I'm still in, yeah.
Yeah.
I was 6.5 pip stop loss, so I'm only in.
Yours is a bit higher than mine. Mine's 3.3. I reckon you're going to get away with that.
Yeah, because where I had the zone marked out, the far side of the zone, I just put my stop loss just below that because I can see it still.
Yeah.
Have
you took down the scores, Cam? Yeah.
Yeah, I've just got yours -1, and you're still running. Yeah, and Matthew's still running. So
I don't know, Matthew. It's pushing again on the 1 minute. So, or maybe not.
Right, I should have these done in a second, which will mean we can start concentrating on this thing. Right. Black and right.
Mine's just back to break even now.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, we're almost there. What's the last thing I need to do? Put the video up. Okay. Yeah, get everyone watching. We had a bit of a quick start here. It was like, I think because we missed it last week, it was actually a public holiday here yesterday, and so we ended up making a call pretty much an hour before this thing went live. So we're a little bit behind the eight ball in terms of how we're structuring it, but we're getting there. I'm just sort of backtracking on getting everything set up, but glad we could get this done. And if you guys do want to take part in this going forward, let us know. We can, we're looking for guests who want to come on. Who I think they're scalpers. I think they know what they're doing, and we'll get you on the show and give you. You can have a whirl here at Scalper vs Scalper. So I think that's done.
I feel like it's gonna push back up still, GJ.
Oh, damn it, didn't work.
7.
Even if I can get a 1-to-1 here, I'm kind of three pips in profit. So,
Have we got your screen up there, Connor?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
I
right.
was thinking,
Let's get Matthew's screen up. And are you going to enter a trade?
no, because it's playing around here for a minute. So go on,
Okay.
Matthew.
Do you want to share your screen, Matthew, and we can have a look at that profit that you've got, and just.
Yeah, I don't know what, it's kind of just bouncing up and down. So, we see it's just roughly at break even one. Yeah, it's at break even now. I just needed to break below that zone there again, and it's kind of just hovering in between. Hopefully we can see some push to the downside.
Yeah, I think yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's going back up. Right, I think we've got those scores up at least.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind the two of us were looking at it just before we started this, and off this one, I would have hit TP anyway. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know my TP was a 5 as well, 5.5. It's always the way, innit?
Okay, and I've just realised I haven't set the timer, so let's get that. We're going to aim it for basically, I don't know what time it is in your part of the world, but we're going to look for another hour and 10 minutes from now. So we'll give it 51 minutes. 71 minutes.
Be 10 o'clock our time. I think Connor's the same. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock our time.
Yeah, it's 10 to.
Yeah, so
10 to 9 now. Yeah. So.
This is just rejecting off the bottom of my zone now, you see. Just going to go on to the hourly, just have a look at it.
Right, there we go. Okay, let me see if there's any questions that have come through.
I don't know. I feel like it's still going to push. It's literally just pushing now. It's made a sort of a lower high on the 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
GJ, in it. It's just wicking.
So Connor, you're normally scalping, not scalping. You're normally swing trading, right?
Yeah, I normally just swing trade on the 4 hour and the daily time frame. But I feel like this 1 minute time frame, the guy that I work alongside that runs the company with me, he does this as well. And it is a good sort of strategy to use because he sort of has a routine in the morning where he catches 12 pips on a big lot size on the 1 minute time frame, and that's him done for the day, and he's done within an hour.
Right. Okay.
So it's sort of a short and sweet strategy, keeps it
Yeah.
simple, price action, um, gets in and out of the market within an hour, and he's done. That's it. The rest of the day, he's got time to do whatever he wants to do. So it's a better strategy than sitting on the charts looking at them all day.
And does he is he successful every day, or if he doesn't succeed,
Uh,
then he just moves on to the next, waits for the next day, or how does he do that?
do you know? Do you know what he's got a spreadsheet on Excel. His win rate is like 86% or something, 87% on this.
Right.
Yeah,
So if he loses, he just waits for the next day. He's like, I'll just push
yeah. He
on.
literally GJ and GU are the only two pairs he trades now, and he literally uses 1 minute time frame, and the stop loss is like 4 pips, 5 pips, and take profits like 12 to 15.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get. I think you might be being stopped out here, Matthew.
Sorry, I was just looking at a. No,
You still
I'm
you
still
still
in.
in?
Yeah, I had a 6 pip stop loss
Oh
on
yeah,
my
six.
entry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it's more than likely going to get stopped out. It's kind of changing over. Can you see my screen there? Yeah.
Yeah, we can see your screen. Yeah, sorry, I thought we were looking at Connor's screen there for a second.
It's the only
I'm
thing with
just
GJ.
gonna look
So
at.
people are asking the question like scalping with volume. How do you scalp without tick volume? Is that something that you guys have looked at using volume?
No, I've never actually used volume. The only other thing I really use is RSI. That's the only thing. But with scalping, I wouldn't suggest using RSI with scalping. It's more of a 4 hour daily sort of thing. But what people don't tend to know as well is the structure is structure. So structure is on the 1 minute time frame, structure on the daily time frame, structure is structure. So no matter what sort of structure you use, it will still hold sort of thing, even if it's on the 1 minute,
Hmm.
which a lot of people don't think. Like they feel like you can't place structure on a 1 minute time frame.
GJ doesn't know what it's doing here.
It's sort of doing like an M formation, isn't it? On this 1 minute time frame.
I can't look at the 1 minute time frame. It just
Because it looks
it's
like on the. I mean, it's broken my daily trend line, but it looks like it's possibly gonna be
Hold above.
a fake out of that break and just close
Yeah.
above it. Yeah. Which I've seen it happen many a time.
Yeah. The thing about GJ is it wicks so bad everywhere. Like
Yeah.
4 hour daily time frame is proper. So, but that's where I feel like it catches a lot of people out trying to rental trades is the way it wicks.
like it's back into profit now. Like it was coming close to my stop loss there a minute ago.
Um,
GU as well. I'm just looking at a
yeah, I was going to
zone
place a
there.
trade a minute ago on GU, but it's left that area.
What are you guys thinking around this? When are you gonna stop trading across the election? Are you
Oh Jesus,
Um,
God only knows.
yeah, I feel like right now as well because of the UK going back into like aerial lockdown, so certain areas are going into lockdown.
Yeah.
It the pound has become so weak over the last 2 weeks. It's just literally been pushing downwards. Um, like it's failed to break and make higher highs, which I would have thought normally it would have done. But then as soon as Boris Johnson decided to speak again, everything's sort of slowed down. It can't make up its mind where it wants to go. Did you trade over over the coronavirus lockdown sort of thing.
Yeah, I thought I've been trading, yeah, ever since.
Yeah.
I haven't really stopped now.
Because I feel like a lot of pairs. Oh, did you just catch any US oil?
Nah, I
So
did hear. I
you
did
did.
talk to a guy this week who did. Yeah, actually, it was a Singaporean trader who's coming on the show. He did really well out of the oil. Um, in fact, he said because of the fundamental stuff, he risked 30% of his account on a short, and he like as soon as Corona hit, he was like, well, surely people are going to stop traveling and stop obviously driving and with these lockdowns and stuff. And yeah, he was right. It's tanked.
Yeah,
He got out at $16, I think, but sold at 32.
yeah.
And he would have made a ton. Risking 30% of your account, he would have made an absolute ton.
Oh, see, I've done it the opposite way around. I waited for it to drop to literally. It went into minus, didn't it? It went to like it was
Yeah.
just below zero,
Yeah.
and then I waited there, and I took a swing trade as a buy, and I've literally left it running for about 2 months.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, because I left my stop loss at like I think it was 108 pips, and I had my take profit at over like 600-700 pips, and I just left it running because I knew that it couldn't go any lower because it's minus as it is, and I thought any way possible, oil cannot stay at minus forever.
Yeah.
So I kept it running, and yeah, and ended up hitting take profit, and I was happy.
Nice.
I'm coming up to 1-to-1 here.
Coming up to 1-to-1. What do you want to do? What are you aiming for? Have you got a target?
Yeah, well, I was looking at it 3-to-1, but just less. It'd be just at the bottom of that wick. But I don't know.
See, I should have entered GU. But, yeah, it's making its way back up again. So Matthew, have you only are you like a swing trader or?
Uh, I like to get in and out of trades in a couple of hours, like maybe
Yeah,
a day max. I like to be in and out of a trade. I don't really like holding it much longer. It just messes with your head.
yeah,
Um,
the sort of
but
psychological side to it.
yeah, no, it is. There's a lot of it.
So
And I'm in,
how did you get into trading, Connor? What was it?
When I feel like when I think I just left school, I think, and then obviously I got tricked into these fake gurus where it was thinking you're going to get rich overnight and joined their team, copying signals, and yeah, I think I lost in the beginning. I think I lost at least 3,000. I think it was in the beginning.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, and then
Just
thought to myself, is it all fake? And then I end up going and just literally finding genuine people and just learning through their courses. Baby Pips, I ended up jumping on there at one point, going through that. Yeah, I purchased so many courses because I thought I want everyone's knowledge into one and to sort of create my overall of what I want to use and how I want to trade. All right. If GU comes back and tests this level, then I'm going to go for a sell. Let me have a look. Yeah, GU is looking quite strong actually. Can I get ready for an entry?
yeah. Yep.
If it does break.
Let's just stop sharing here if you want to share your screen.
I could have just pulled out there for 1-to-1, but I just missed
Oh,
it.
did you want to?
No, it's okay.
Are you staying in? You're staying in? You're just not quite at 1-to-1, yeah?
Yeah, no, I'll stay in. I'll stay in. Yeah.
because you have got rejection here on the 4 hour, but then that candle don't really is already opened underneath the EMA, and then on the 1 minute, when I can hopefully price to crash through this EMA and then maybe come back for a retest, and then I'll enter off that. Or maybe price is going to respect this.
And how'd you land on the 15 and the 50 EMAs?
What do you mean on the 1 minute?
Oh, I just thought you've got your EMAs there, 15 and 50. How'd you?
Oh yeah, 15 follows the trend sort of thing. So as you can see here, it kind of follows it. And then when it's changing direction, it will go through the middle bodies of all the candles.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So for instance, here, it was down. It sort of follows it so closely.
You're going to close?
I'm going to close here for over 1-to-1. If it shoots back up now before I...
Okay, so you're closing at what, 136 to 80? Or just above that? 290?
Yeah, 29. And
29.
my entry price was 136.36. So it's in just over 1-to-1.
Okay. So let's just jump back to your screen so I can validate that. So you entering soon, Connor?
If it does come down and then retest this same level, then yeah, we'll go for an entry off that.
Okay, let's leave it there.
So we've got a bit of
jump
time.
back to you, Matthew, and just log the scoring. So do you want to share your screen quickly so we can just have a look at the
Yeah, I just placed I put the stop loss there where I was closing. So I just closed.
Yeah, I just made a mark on it as well. So it was like 29, wasn't it?
I just closed there, so it was
okay. That's 1.24.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Let's go back and just have a look and see if Connor, if you want to share your screen, if you get a chance. 1.24.
I'm just waiting for it to sort of leave, but the way it's rejecting there is it's not really got strong momentum. But then again,
Somebody's saying, who's the Irish bloke? It's funnily enough, it's one of the Velocity FX guys from. I don't know if you saw the Trading View replay Trader vs Trader with Jack Doyle. So Jack's you're one of Jack's students, basically, aren't you? Matthew?
Yeah.
So he was on last week as well. So if you guys caught last week's Scalper vs Scalper, where we it was just me and Jack, me and Matthew, then that's the that's where you might recognise him from, Sean, who's asked the question. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's going back up at this point. Oh, actually, maybe it'll go back up. No.
This is the one I'm hoping to retest on. If this hits my entry point, then I'm gonna go for it. Yep. If it does come back up and hit my entry, and
you're taking these trades on another account.
Yeah, I've got basically I do account management for a few of my clients, so I'll be using their account to account manage it and place these trades.
I should have held GU. It's in. It's coming down to nearly 2.
Yeah,
it's always the way, though, isn't it?
Pushing,
It's in 2% now, 2R at the minute. So, but it is what it is. It's just melting here.
Yeah.
I'm in a trade anyway, actually, that I was in myself before we started this challenge. So it's in around 10 pips profit.
The USD JPY, this trade here is on a client's account as well. That one there, they started off with 500 and now they're on 900 and I think 42 now if I close, 911. currently one trade USD JPY running.
Nice.
So
Are you in this trade here, Connor, or are you waiting for it to come back up to?
He's waiting.
I
He's
was waiting. I feel like it still will. And then I got this here. If this hits my, I don't really want to. That ain't really a proper retest.
Should have held GJ. That's sickening, that is.
It's always the way, though, isn't it? All right, I'm gonna hope if this. No, this is looking way too strong.
Are you in?
No, not yet on this one. I'm gonna go for it now as soon as it hit my entry point there. So I'm in, yeah?
You're in?
Yeah,
Okay.
as soon as it hit my entry point as it came back down.
Yep. It's on the 1 minute, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what's this Euro US dollar. Let me get that up.
Let me quickly look at GU as well.
What would you normally risk on a trade, Connor?
I usually risk on, it depends what sort of account size I have, but most clients that start with like 500, I tell them just to risk like maximum lot size, I'd say is 0.10 because you're risking around £40 of that account, £30 on a maximum stop loss at 40 pips. So I get them to use no more than 40 pip stop and their lot size to stick to 0.10. And then they can go up to 0.15, but their stop loss has to be like a 1 minute time frame sort of stop loss. So it's like 2 pips, 5 pips. Because
are you going to break?
Now,
is it going to break that level?
I hope so. I feel like it's doing what it's done previously, where it just accumulates in this sort of area like here. So copying what it's done previously, and then hopefully it will drop. Let's look at GU as well. Here you go. Here you go. GU's coming back. I'd say off the EMA. Can I enter?
Yep.
Sweet.
So you're on that. You're entered on that touch.
Yeah, on GU as well. Yeah. Let's have a look.
Because what always surprises me is like how I'm like, so okay, in reality, for you to enter on that touch and then to actually place the trade, you'd have to be like sniper ready, right?
Oh yeah, whenever I would do that, I'd be on there with everything in place, just ready to press trade.
Yeah. So you wouldn't add a limit order. You'd just put do a market order as soon as it hit that line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Then that's probably the best way because otherwise, you got your spreads and your spreads, which that one on a 1 minute chart probably would have entered on it may not have entered because of the spread, just because it's like so sniper entry there, which often just annoys the hell out of me when it's so close and you don't get the entry, or you do get the entry when you don't want it.
I feel like what is that on now? Even a 1-to-1, so 1-to-1 is here. Is there? Yeah. Hopefully these both should head down now because they're both sort of rejecting that area. EU has broke the sort of support level it's been holding there. So now I expect it to drop, maybe catch a retest on this sort of level Yeah,
But the good thing
if
with
it does
How
EU
come.
is
many
it's less wiki.
clients do you look after their account? How
At
many
the
times
moment,
a month?
I've got 4 accounts.
Jeez, that's mad. And do you use Steenu or any of them apps? No,
No. What the working out your lot size and
risk
stuff like that.
calculation. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I recently downloaded that actually. Someone recommended that to me. They said to me to use that. But I've already got an Excel sort of spreadsheet which I calculate everything on, and literally it does it for you. So you just enter your entry point, your exit point, your stop loss, and it works out the risk that you've used and how much you've gained on your account and a percentage and stuff like that.
So what you'd be about 10, closer to 10% risk on most trades, would it?
Yeah. Can I? Or should I take profit here? Can I take profit at 1 to 1?
Just say when you're ready.
Yeah, 1 to 1. I'll take profit on that on EU.
Okay.
Because I feel like now that's gonna continue to push up, and then GU is hopefully not gonna break this level. Yeah, that little hold. No, it's always the way. Should have took profit when it was down here.
So let's push back up to. Is that stopped you out or?
No, not yet. My stop loss is at
Okay.
3.9.
Oh yeah, yep.
Let me see how EU played out. Yeah, I'm glad I took 1 to 1 there. Hopefully it holds this sort of level because it's sort of in a downtrend sort of thing now. So this is like sort of a lower higher form in here. So hopefully it will hold this level and continue down. Because on the 4 hour.
Man to how sorry, I'm not very good with names. If you want to check out the scores, there's a link at the top pinned to the chat. It's called it goes to live streams. You'll see the latest scores, who's leading, and currently Matthew's leading 1.24 R on his first trade. Connor's lost 1, gained 1. He's at 0 R. He's break even, and you've got one running, which is this one here, in a small loss at the moment. And we've got another 45 minutes left, so plenty of time. Yeah. What about you, Matthew? What are you looking at the moment? Have you got anything coming your way?
Just looking at UJ, but I don't know how much movement you can get at this time of the day on UJ. Kind of has a bit of a head and shoulders and neckline.
Oh, there you go. I've been stopped out of GU.
Okay. All right, let's update that. GU was that? Was the previous one EU that you
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, the GU. Okay. Okay, so it's updated on the live scoring chart, guys. If you want to head over there, links at the top of the chat. If you're watching, thank you, Mustafa, for all the love over there. What else have we got here in the chat? Geraldo is watching again. Geraldo's going to come on the scalping challenge. So he's what's it? I don't know what you're saying there, mate, but he's going to come on. So whether or not he's like writing in the wrong chat here. None of that makes sense to me, fella. But yeah, he's going to come on and do this in a week or so. So if anyone else wants to have a crack, then DM me on Instagram and we'll see if we can get you on. So should we jump over and have a look at what you're looking at, Matthew? See what you've got on EJ.
Yeah, I don't really have much marked out here. I'm just going off the way it's running at the minute, but
and you blokes just like flicking through, going, okay, what looks like something setting up, and just stopping. Yeah.
I just have pairs marked out. I just jumped into GU there. or UJ, sorry. I wasn't looking at it, but you can kind of see a bit of a head and shoulders formation, and then that blue line there would be your neckline. So I'm just going to see how it.
I'm going to come on and do the replay challenge as well, but I need to do that video for you tonight. I keep forgetting to do that.
Oh, look, I mean, this is probably enough for you to do it. I mean, if you got a good story, we might even get you on the podcast. And
yeah, no worries.
You've been doing this for 4 years and managing other people's money and stuff. I mean, it's probably worthwhile getting you on the show and letting people hear how you managed to get to where you are. Teach them a thing or two.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Everyone thinks it's a scam in the beginning, don't they? And it's just hard work. That's all it is.
Years, I thought it was a scam. Well, actually, I sort of went on and off. Is it a scam for years? And it was finally one guy who was on the show when I did 52 Traders, and he was, I think it was episode 14, an old English guy, and he was like, mate, there's way more money in trading than in any business that you come up with. Trust me. And he'd run like multiple businesses, printing firms and stuff. And that was sort of like where I was like, okay, all right. So this is that. I'm finally sort of going, okay, so you've confirmed for me that it's not a big con. There are actually people out there making some good coin out of this. Very good coin. But yeah, it takes a while to get. It took me years to get to that point where I was actually confident that people are actually making money from it.
Yeah, see, that's like me in the beginning. I thought everyone was just in it to make money for themselves through like sign-ups and signal services, etc. Yeah. But a lot of clients that I have as well, they get to a stage where they think they're profitable, and then they get a few months down the line, and then they start losing over a period of like 2-3 weeks, and then that's when they feel like giving up. And I always say to them, you're going to go through that. Like some months I'll have a losing month where overall the month I'll lose, but then my year I'm still up. So it doesn't sort of phase me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strong level here that I've marked out. Like, we've seen plenty of rejections off it from the upside. So if I can,
on the 1 minute,
get a little small little break and retest. You know what? I'm gonna jump in a short here on UJ.
Are you going for a short?
Yeah.
At market, or are you going to wait for a retest?
I'm going to wait a minute.
That's the only thing, because it's so little time frame. You don't know whether to wait, whether it's going to come back or not. Because sometimes on the smaller time frames, it just leaves and just doesn't bother returning.
Yeah. Yeah, because I swear somebody last week had a comment in the chat going, like, 1 minute time frame, and just laughing. And I was like, I don't get it. People will like seriously trade the 1 minute time frame all around the world and do really well from it.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? You can capitalize so much on it because your stop loss is so little.
Yeah. But
So
as
your
you
risk
said
to reward
before, like
ratio.
it's literally just it's fractal, right? So what happens in the 1 hour, you'll see the same things happening in the 1 minute.
Yeah,
It's just you haven't got as much margin for error because of the spreads can gazump you if you're trading with wide
yeah.
spreads.
Right, I'm gonna. I don't know. It's kind of holding this level here
So
at the minute.
yeah, yeah. I can see that on the 1 minute as well.
So you're just waiting still?
Yeah, I'm still waiting. Yeah.
So Mantua is saying that UJ is going to bounce up to that support level on the left. So just below your stop loss by the looks of it.
Yeah, no,
Well, yeah, not in, but I mean, yeah, where your stop loss is.
it
Yeah, I
seems
was
to be.
looking at that on the 1 minute time frame for it to range back up to the EMA, which is on his 15 minute where his stop loss is.
Like it's a very strong level here. If you come back over to the left, like we see lots and lots of rejections.
And Connor, have you got anything you can see lining up there?
Not really right this second. Actually, no. It depends if GJ pushes up to his some sort of support resistance level, then I will look to enter.
Guys, one of the things we're looking at doing here is Scalper versus Algo, which should be quite interesting. So getting one of my bots up against these scalpers and seeing if you can beat the bot. What do you reckon? Do you reckon that's a good idea? You two?
Yeah, I think that'd be good. That'd be interesting as well because you're
How do
like they
go on?
trade off
Sorry,
like
Connor.
algorithm, don't they?
Yeah, so it's like looking for certain patterns and stuff.
Yeah,
And obviously going to be probably able to enter more accurately than you
than we
guys.
would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
I
going
feel
to
like
go bang. I'm in.
it would have an advantage because it'd be able to enter multiple trades on multiple different pairs because obviously it's set up to sort of do that at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. So I think would we run it on one pair? We'd probably just run it on one pair.
And then that
Otherwise, it'll
means
be.
they'd be able to trade off one pair as well.
I think the human could do it off as many pairs as they wanted. I think the robot would probably just do one pair, maybe two. It could be too hard to sort of do all the calculations if it was too many. We'll
Yeah.
just have to see how it goes. It's very hard to tell what GJ is going to do next at this point.
I was just about to enter a sell on that, but it's not pushed. It's basically left. Oh wait, no. Is it gonna leave? Yeah, GJ can't make up his mind whether it's gonna leave or whether it's
Yeah.
gonna stay at this zone.
Hmm.
36,275. Oh, it should have. Are you still looking at waiting for EJ or?
Me?
Yeah.
UJ, I don't know what it's gonna do.
I should have took a trade from the bottom where you was looking to go short. I was going to go long back up to the EMA on the 1 minute, and it's just literally touched that. And now it's broke and it's continued on. It's always the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
3.7.
Yeah, on the 1 minute we could be we could be going long on
What, on UJ?
GJ.
Oh yeah, GJ.
Actually,
I got my sort of entry point literally at 136, 276.
What's the scores here?
the scores is you're winning, and the current score is you're winning by 1.24 to minus 1R. So you still got your plus 1.24.
Yeah. No, UJ, I'm staying away from UJ. I'd have to wait for a proper break and a retest, but that'd be for a kind of a longer time trade.
So
can
the
I
pressure's
enter a
really
long
on Connor
on
here.
GJ?
You're going to put a long on GJ?
Actually, give me a second. Let me just. It was on the 1 minute rejecting off that area, so. And I feel like it's going to turn into a doji candle on the 4 hour, so I expect it to rise up anyway. So where am I going to go? Should I enter off there? Yeah, I'm going to go. If it pushes back down now and triggers me in, then I'll go for it. All right, I'm in. I'm going to move my stop loss as well to. Oh, was that the wrong move to do? But then.
So you're in. Okay.
Yeah, but on the 15, I don't see it driving down too much more because it's already wicked quite a bit. So I expect it to push maybe back up. Because especially on the 4 hour, we've got sort of a doji going to be formed there, I reckon, because it's already wicked previously. And now it's in sort of a support/resistance zone.
Yeah.
I expect it to maybe push and continue up. 15 minutes. Yeah, what time is it now? 28. Let me look at EU as well.
What do you make of all these Forex gurus that are blowing people's money and just
dickheads. You can tell they are by the cars, the money, the luxury holidays and shit like that. Like that is like guru at its finest.
Yeah, so I did an interview with Jacob, as I mentioned today. So it'll be going live in a few weeks, but he was saying like, you can tell who they are, and just as soon as like most people can, some people can tell who they are, some people can't tell who they are. That's the problem, right? And
yeah.
But if you watch enough videos, you'll work it out pretty quickly. Well, you should work it out pretty quickly if you watch enough videos, and you'll see the common sort of elements.
Can I enter here quickly?
Yeah. So you're entering a market here?
Yeah. So I can get that.
So you're in?
Yeah.
Geez, that was a mad entry there.
Yeah, I thought I needed to enter before it basically does what it's done previously, because it's sort of a double top here, and then on the 15 minute as well, it's sort of rejecting this area quite a few times on the 15 minute. And then we've got GJ as well. GJ, I've been stopped out. Again.
GJ is an absolute nightmare. So is that GJ or... Oh, yeah, GJ, you've stopped. Okay.
Yeah. It's just...
So you're currently sitting at -2. And what have we got left here? 28 minutes.
What one was my other one? Was it? Oh, it's this one here, wasn't it? Yeah.
It's EU, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully I can leave EU to run.
Were you winning? But were you winning for the most amount of trades? You got 4. And Matthew's thinking, oh, maybe I just won't trade anymore. And just he can dig himself into a hole.
Sit back
Just
and see what happens.
So now I need to at least gain this full free R to be basically the same as Matthew.
Yeah. Even more.
EJ is pushed down, so hopefully EU does the same thing.
What are you seeing, Matthew? Anything there?
I was just looking at Connor's screen there for a minute. Go back to UJ here and see what the crack is. Yeah. So it broke it and now it's just melting.
But you didn't take it.
No.
The only thing about that now on the EU, it could push up to the EMA and stop me out now on the 15-minute.
I'm just gonna.
Making a lot lower, so. Cool. Yeah, for that. Yeah, I've been stopped out of that one as well.
Okay. One-sided affair at the moment.
Always the way. And
Guys,
look,
if you
straight
wanna
away.
check
I'm not even doing it. I'm not even doing it because you're down. Like, but I just wouldn't be jumping into any pairs just for the sake of it. Like, I'm not really. There's nothing here that's catching my eye. So at the minute, like, so I'm just.
Yeah, I mean, what's like GJ has just gone and done a complete whipsaw.
Full 360,
Yeah. And now it's like it's taken everyone out, and it's now probably going to decide to either do that again or make its move, which looks like it could be going anywhere, to be honest.
Like UJ here, if I share my screen for you,
I feel like EU has just literally done a fake out. It's pushed out, and now unless it's created a higher low.
Let me stop you sharing there. Do you want to share, Matthew?
Yeah, like there's not much analysis or anything to this trade. It's just literally one strong level that I'm playing off. But I was waiting for the break on it, and it did break it, and as you can see, it's pushing down
on
quite
US.
much.
Yeah.
USD JPY. So.
Oh yeah, I've still got a trade on a Jay's account. It's up £48 at the moment.
And what, they don't trade at all on their own accounts, do they not? You just trade for them?
Yeah, they don't trade. It depends. Some of them like to get involved as well. So obviously during the days that they work, like some people work part-time, so during the days they work, then I'll just place trades, and then they'll send me a message on Telegram and tell me that they're going to be able to trade on Wednesdays and Fridays. I think it's Wednesdays and Fridays, mostly 2 days off a week, I think he has. So, but then I always tell him that Fridays is a day where you want to be so careful because it's so slow in the market, and I tend myself not to trade Fridays at all because I just don't feel comfortable with trading Fridays, because I know in the UK, especially in London, that traders leave work at 1 o'clock, so the market's sort of dead. and then to hold a trade over the weekend because it's so slow, your spreads and your trade cost to hold over the weekend and stuff, it will just put you into more minus.
So Jonathan, who's winning? Matthew's winning. He's done one trade, 1.24, and Connor's done 5 trades with minus 3R. So he's won one of them and lost the other 3. So it was a 1R win on that. So we've got about 20 minutes to go, 23 minutes to go. So whether or not Connor's going to be able to make a game of it, who knows? I know you don't normally scalp, but I mean, I'll let you guys both know. So I'll let everyone know. So these guys didn't come in to do the scalping challenge, but they put their hand up for it, and so you've got to give them their dues. Having a crack. Now, why am I here full screen on me? Oh, are we looking at your monitor, Matthew?
Oh, you can take me off, but it's all right.
Oh, okay. Have you got something coming up, Connor? Are we going to have a last ditch effort to blast something out here?
Let's have a look. I was looking to re-enter off here, but I'd want to wait for at least a bit more of a push before I wait for an enter to maybe take it back up to this major key up here. But it depends on how price moves. Yeah, because I'm not really seeing. I'm just seeing accumulation. I'm not really seeing any rejection but then it is sort of in an uptrend now. It was because it's a higher low here, and then now it's making another higher. So we
keep getting this. Matthew's a very good trader, patient, very good Matthew. So a lot of compliments coming there for your patience, Matthew.
Who's this coming in from?
Forsten.
Yeah, I feel like scalping is the way forward in the future. I feel like I'll do that in the future because I feel like I'm gonna do the 1 minute eventually because it's like a sort of escape the day sort of thing. So you've got the whole day to do what you want to do. So you literally wake up, you trade the 1 minute, capitalize as much as you can, and then that's it for the day. So I've got the day to do whatever.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately for me, the market's only really active on that time frame with decent spread when I'm asleep. So to do that, I'd have to wait all day to then try and make money at the end of the day. To then, it just doesn't work. I'd have to leave. I'd have to move across the other side of the world, basically.
Do you still trade now live or?
Yeah. But I usually do a bit in the Asian session, and then this would be probably the end of what I'd do on a normal day, like this time here. It's like almost 11 o'clock, so 10:40 in the evening, 11 o'clock, I'll start to head off to bed.
Yeah, I can imagine how annoying it must be not being able to. The time sessions are completely different, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, Asia's all right, but you only sort of get 1 or 2 pushes, and sometimes you get, it's great, but the problem is the days it's not great, you think that you're going to get the pushes, and you don't, and it's like, how do you work that out, right? How do you know which day is going to be a good day and which day isn't? So it can throw you. So then you sort of may take off too early, and the thing pushes like it's the London Open, or a European session or a New York session, and then you're like, what? Where'd this come from? And you've taken you've taken most of it off, and you've moved your stop to break even, and you've got 20% of your trade running. So
like here already, my stops for the client, the stops at break even, but I haven't entered the details of the stop loss and stuff into the Excel spreadsheet yet, so that's why I've left it where you can see it says 30 pips.
Oh, okay. This is your client trade, are you? Okay, so what are we looking at here, guys? We've got 20 minutes left, almost exactly. So, Connor, do you think you can pull out a 3-hour plus trade in that time? And then Matthew, do you think you can nudge it forward a bit without losing too much and throwing it away?
Right, I'll have a look here now.
Especially if Connor puts something in and goes and gets some decent decent movement. It's it could put the pressure on.
EJ right here now. I was looking at the take, but it's gone.
Oh, jeez.
That strong push. Look at it go. Oh God, let me reset that. Yeah. What sort of pips was that?
Yeah, it looks like it was. Yeah, it looks like GJ's also broken that. The 61.8 level for me, which is what I normally look at, which means it's probably going to go to the 100, which is doing right now. Yep, it's going right now.
Bloody hell, yeah.
And GJ is just still melting. It's
Yeah, I'm hoping
it's
for it
probably
on the 4 hour to
probably
either
born.
break, sort of retest this level and continue down, or reject a lot in this sort of zone and then maybe push up again. But it's failed to break, what, 3 times, like on the 4 hour on 3 separate occasions. So I don't see it continuing up. It's become very weak over the last 2 weeks.
With Donald Trump and his tweets.
Yeah, and then Boris Johnson shutting down certain areas and putting Wales, I think it is, back into full lockdown. Apparently, they've covered all essential items like kettles and stuff, but you can still buy beer and wine. But apparently, that's essential. That is. EJ.
It's probably boring for the people watching, but like
It doesn't seem to be. People seem to love this. It's weird. It's I don't know. Like there's more viewers than I normally get on one of my replay challenges where you're actually getting a whole bunch of stuff happening at the same time. So
I feel like this is more interesting because it's in the moment. It's like but the replay challenge, you sort of, if you've done it and you backtest yourself, you sort of know where the trades are going to happen.
Yeah, well, that's what we try and make it as hard as possible so that people can't work it out.
Yeah.
So there's a few tricks to that, but look, if you're on the daily, it can be a little easier to pick it. Now, guys, if you're looking for where the scores are, there's a link at the top of the chat. It goes to a page which has got the current scores. It's got all the trades that have been taken. The breakdowns, we've got Matthew leading 1.24 versus Connor, who's got -3 and we've got about 20 minutes left, just 15 to 20 minutes left. So be interesting to see how we get on. Last push, whether or not anything's going to set up.
Like I'm looking at a few pairs for kind of longer time frame trades for the rest of the day, but I don't know, there's nothing that's I can think.
All right, Geraldo, who's going to do this soon, is sending me some of his trades. I can't really work out. Oh, there we go. +13, -1. I don't know if they're running trades or not. It's too hard for me to concentrate, mate. He's going to be on in a second. But yeah, folks, that's the link. Live streams. You also see all the other live streams over there. And do remember, in a few minutes, you're going to vote on the best explanation, and they're going to get access to my Robot Builders Club if we get a good response for one of the guests. Now, that does remind me, I do need to chuck this URL in there.
If this EU JPY comes back up again and touches this entry point here, then I'm going to go for an entry on here.
Okay, cool.
Because now it's broken this level, and it seems really strong on the 4 hour as well. So yeah, I'm going to go now. I'm going to end it now. On Euro.
Okay, so you're in now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Euro JPY. It's already tanked, broken that level, come back, retested. We're on the 1 minute.
What pair is that? EJ, yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like EJ has got a bit more in it before it. I feel like it's going to wick out through where it has done previously here. So I reckon it's going to wick further than these 3 wicks here. But you know what it's like on the 1 minute time frame, it pushes further up than it does on the 4 hour.
So where do you need to get it to make back your? You need a 4.3 currently, unless Matthew, are you seeing anything that might tickle your fancy there? Because you're usually on 15-minute, aren't you, for entry? So in 45, in an hour and a half, you've only really got, 4 or 5. What is it? 6
To be honest,
bars.
I'm not really confident going down much lower than the 15 minutes. So
yeah, that's usually my entry time frame. Whenever I trade like 4 hour daily, that's usually my entry time frame, 15. But I feel like scalping is a lot harder than it looks as well. Because obviously daily and 1 hour, 4 hour, you've got more confidences to go for it. Whereas the 1 minute, you've sort of got like only a few seconds for you to look and decide whether you feel like that's good enough to take.
So the question is, how can you compare 4 hour and 1 minute?
You can't really.
You can't really. But you can see momentum over the periods of time frame. So you can go from 4 hour, you can see the momentum's quite strong. The 30-minute, the momentum's quite strong. The 15-minute, the momentum's quite strong again. So you can sort of get an idea of how strong the momentum is and what sort of direction it's heading in. Cool.
What have we got? Almost 10 minutes left, folks. Get your voting fingers ready. So at the moment, it looks like Matthew's heading. Where are we at with that trade? Are we still? Are we just in the drawdown? Are we? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You might moving average might be holding your stop intact by the looks of it.
Yeah, and on the 15-minute, we've got really the same things happened here. After a push, it's sort of exhausted and then continued, and then the same thing here again. So hopefully we see the same thing happen.
Do you mind me asking what was the reason you entered that trade? Sorry, I was looking at a pair when you were talking about it.
So from the 30-minute, we've had a strong push and it's rejected, but it's still, the momentum's still in it. So then I went down to the 15 and I've seen it's done exhausted twice. So maybe this is going to be the third final push to the downside after this 15-minute candle closure.
Yeah, there's a lot of buy-in pressure.
But then overall, the bias is sell. So, and the sell pressure on the 15-minute is still there because I feel like it's just going to exhaust.
Well, that could be the biggest, the sell bar at the end of the move. Yeah, people tend to enjoy the live more. Definitely enjoy the live more. I don't know why. I mean, I think it's because most people are trading at the same time, and it's like something to have on in the background and watch when they're just waiting for stuff to happen. I think that's what it is. What have we got left here? Do you think you're going to get another one in there, Matthew? It's only 8 minutes left, mate.
No, probably not. Like,
Yeah, okay, cool. That's all good.
Hopefully this holds.
Well, what you want is Trump to tweet at the moment, I think, and something about Japan or Europe, one or the other. That's your only hope, and hope it doesn't spike. Yeah, because the best 8 minutes. Where are we? 1 minute chart, 8 minutes. So you need. Has it dropped more than? What's been the biggest drop there in recent times? In terms of
This
so
one here, sort of
what do you
thing.
need it to drop to get you 3 hour?
It needs to drop to, I can't really see because I've obviously got another take. There you go.
Well, you need to win. You need just over 4 hour, I think.
4.1 or
4.25.
so what after so in 8 more minutes, does the trade just get cancelled out, or
We just take the final R. So in this case, it would be like minus 0.5 R. If it finished now, I mean, we probably don't need to get the exact but if it did push, and it like whatever it was, like if it pushed to 2R, then that was it, 2R at the end of the timer. Even though if it would go on to make 4 or 5R or whatever, it's still.
if he can push it to 4 hour, I'm happy to take the loss.
Yeah, exactly. If it drops to 4R, then it's probably he's had an absolute result. So it's coming down to the wire though, because we got 6 minutes left. So you've got 6 bars, about 6 bars for it to then just absolutely cack itself.
That's the only thing as well, when you're kind of chasing. When you're chasing, it
Yeah.
gets even harder.
Yeah, the pressure's on more, especially because I don't scalp normally, so it's like it's more pressure on myself to bring it home. Hopefully, what it's done previous.
Well, he's frozen. Connor, if you can hear us, you're frozen, mate. And your screen. I'm just going to stop you sharing for a second. That might fix it. Or have I frozen as well?
No, you're still there, Cam.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like I can't even stop him sharing it anymore. Maybe I can share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So,
I'm just looking at EJ here.
do you want to share
I don't
your
know what
screen?
I don't know what his. No. I'm just looking at it because he was in it. I don't know what his entry price or anything was.
Do you want to share your screen and we'll just have a look at it on yours, or actually we can probably go onto mine if we want.
I have it here if you want to.
Okay.
So that wick there was kind of close to his stop loss. So
Yeah. So what are we looking at here? We've got 4 minutes left. Hopefully, I'll just see if he's on Instagram still. And
he's after doing a little runner.
yeah, he's like, damn it. He's probably going to ring his bank mates up and go, all right, can you just tank EJ please for me?
I'm back.
He's back.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, the signal and the Wi-Fi just decided to cut out. Oh, it's tanking. It's tanking. This is
Let's
what I
have a
like
look.
to
Do you
see.
want to share your screen and we'll have a buzz?
Yes,
Oh, actually,
yes,
sorry,
yes.
you're on share screen, aren't you?
Let's go.
There you go. Share your screen now.
Let's go. Come on.
Oh, oh.
What the hell? It is tanked.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I quickly made a phone call.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. We're saying he's gone and jumped on like to the bank lads and gone, guys, just can you short the hell out of this? Oh, that's a good strong bear move down there.
Yeah,
It's a good strong bar. Good chance that this will push again.
yeah.
Good chance it'll push again. So what do we look? We're down to the wire here. 3 minutes 40, 34,
Come on.
32, 3.5 minutes left. So if you actually let me just can I just request remote control of your screen for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we might be able to sort of gauge where this is going to go. This is sometimes I might use this, and oh damn it, and go right. Oh, what am I doing? I'm grabbed the wrong thing. Sorry, I just don't do that. Okay, that's what we want. So we can sort of tell where it might at least get to by dragging that move down there. So I reckon it could get down about here.
Yeah. Then do a bit of a retest.
Yeah, then it may push, who knows, but I don't know if it'll get much further than that. What do we got here? I'll give up control. Right, we've got 2.5 minutes, so you really need like something dramatic to happen here. Currently at 1R.
Yeah.
Retest level, next candle, just sink big time. Not what you're wanting.
It's always the way it's gonna push back up. And
2 minutes left. 2 more bars. 2 more bars.
Come on, it's got to tank lower than the previous. It's going to be the last minute that's going to tank, and then
and it's just
not going to be enough. Yeah.
2 more bars. Because the other thing I was going to do was have the robot running alongside you guys, and so we could at least see like, and I think I will do that. I mean, I just need to configure it a little bit so that it can do this sort of really low time frame scalping, and I think we'll have something ready in like a week or two to like just it's a bit of fun more than anything, a bit of like, hey, look, this is what the robot's doing, and people can have a look at these trades as well.
Yeah.
Right, so this bar's painting. Could it break the low? If it does, you got a good sign. You got 1 minute left in about 7 seconds. This is moving too slow, isn't it? There's no chance.
Yeah, it's the momentum's gone. Yeah, the momentum's gone.
The momentum is gone. That was it. That was the final push. Let's wait for this buzzer, guys. I think we can get the voting going here. So this is where you guys are going to vote for Connor and Matthew, or neither. Okay, there's 3 options. Okay, so you can put a C in the chat, you can put a M in the chat, or you can put a we'll make it a 0 in the chat, or an O or a 0, and that's going to be voting for who's going to win the copy of the Robot Builders Club. If we get a majority, one of them will win. If we get majority 0, nobody wins, unfortunately. It's up to you guys. If you think they've done a great job at explaining, and we're going to get this alarm going off right now. Okay, we're out. So that was about let's just call it 1R. It's probably about 1R. It doesn't really matter at this point. So we'll say it's 1R.
Now it's taken off.
Yeah, now we'll leave that running. I'm just going to update the scores here. So on the chart. So you guys put your scores in there. So this is for. So we're going to do plus 1R. Who do you think? And I'm going to have to go back and count these up. So it's MC or 0 if you want. If you think one of them gave a better explanation of what their trades were. And look, I mean, if you turned up late, unfortunately, it means that you probably missed a lot of what Matthew was saying on his with his analysis. So that gave you minus 2R in the end, and I'll save that there. Definitely the larger number of trades. Where's this go? Okay, this is going nowhere. I'm going to stop share there. I'm going to share this screen here.
Don't worry, I'm going to come back for the replay challenge and do better on that.
Yeah, look, I mean, this is interesting to see how this goes. So, guys, if you're wondering about the scores, you can head over there to tradingnut.com. There's a link at the top of the chat. I'll have a look at what you've said there later on in a second. So, for now, this is coming up, but this is what you're doing. You're voting on these guys who gave the best explanation during this challenge of what they were doing, their trade analysis. I know that, like, Matthew only took one trade, so he didn't get a chance to do a lot, but he was on the show last week, so if you got to see that last week, then maybe you're going to vote for him. Connor obviously had a lot more trades, so therefore he probably did a lot more talking. But, guys, it's your chance to vote. I'll calculate that up afterwards because it's easier for me to do it. And please don't put more than one vote in because it's really hard for me to go through and try and work out who's voted once, who hasn't. Now, so the final scores, Matthew takes it out at 1.1R. So well done, Matthew. You advanced to the next round, which is, I know Jack will be very pleased about that from Velocity. And Connor will probably get you back on the Trading Nut show, given you've got a lot of experience in the markets. You don't normally scalp, and this is, I think you've got more to share with the audience here. So we'll definitely get you back on the show somehow. Right, folks.
I feel like if we would have kept that one trade each, we would have both been able to take profit the same. That GJ one at the beginning.
Oh yeah. Exactly. It is. It's always the way, isn't it? But look, you guys, minus 2 hours is not the end of the world, especially when you're scalping. And it's one of those things. You get a 3-hour trade and you're back to +1. So guys, final last words from both of you, Matthew and Connor. Have you guys got any final last words?
Yeah, no, just thanks, Cam, for having me on. And if anyone's interested in learning a bit more, we have a good community here at Velocity FX. So head over to their Instagram and check them out. That's it from me.
Connor,
thanks for bringing me on. I will back on as well. And if anyone wants to join the team and just learn a bit more, if you haven't got time, account management, anything, just hit me up. Connor Skeet on Instagram. And yeah.
Brilliant. Well, look, folks, that's it. Oh, Jack's in the audience. Jack, I did send you an Instagram message. Can you check that out and flick me a reply? So Jack's from Velocity. He was in the final of the Trader vs. Trader. Now, last but not least, guys, if you do want to take part in either Trader vs. Trader, which is a TradingView replay challenge, 5-trade challenge, or you want to take part in the Scalper vs. Scalper, then please hit me up on Instagram or just contact me via tradingnut.com and let me know all about your trading. Send me a little video of you analyzing a trade. It's simple as that, and we'll see if we can get you on in the future. Now, that's it. We've got podcasts coming up this week it's probably on Thursday my time. So that's coming up. Great little video, great little podcast, a style that I haven't seen on the show before. So guys, you're going to want to watch that. And we've also got, as I mentioned before, we've got, what's his name, Daniel Caluzzi coming on and doing the TradingView replay challenge. And I'm sure there's some other stuff. Oh, I think I'm going to release a bot video as well of a hedging bot that I've just built as part of the Robot Builders Club and the promo that we've got going on here in October. So if you want to check that out, head over there, tradingnut.com. That's it. I'm going to wrap up here. Have a great trading day, the rest of you. And lads, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Cheers.
man.